evening, everybody. How are we all doing? I hope we're all well this fine Sunday. That is today is Sunday evening. Bit of a late one today because I don't know. My sleep's gone a bit iffy, and thought what way better than to relax on a Sunday night than a nice little chat with you guys and playing a little bit of Train Sim World 2. So, I'm now going to press the button that should bring up the game, and we're going to see if that works. Yes, it did. Sorry I'm late. I am later than I said I would be. I said I was going to start at about 9, and then the game had an update. So, yippity-doo, and the update took about 20 minutes to install. So, yeah. We are back on the Bakerloo line. I think you can see my cursor. Yes, you can. And I think it might have actually reset my details. I'm not too sure. I had to sign back into my Dovetail account when I booted this up, so I'm wondering if I click on this now, if it's going to ask me to do the tutorial all over again. So let's see what happens. Checked on the Bakerloo line. We're loading. For you, it's Southern. Yes, I have signed into Dovetail Games. Yes, okay. So it wants me to do a scenario. Ooh, that's very pretty sounding. Shall we do the scenario? This is take the train and terminate it at Queen's Park. I've not actually played one of the scenarios for a while. Let's not. We will go to the main menu. And we will... Let's have a look at the other scenarios. So you've got Zone 1. Take charge of a train prepared for northbound service from London Road Depot. Around Hall, take control of northbound service to Willesden and then return journey to Queen's Park. Take control of a service southbound to Elephant and Castle. Take control of a complete northbound service to Willesden. Take control of a southbound train to Queen's Park. I think you can pretty much get all of that just from messing around in timetable mode, so let's do that. What weather should we go for? Let's go for a summer's day. Perfectly nice summer's day. Maybe a little bit of wind. Tiny bit of cloud. Yes. And let's make it a morning run from Willesden. There we go. I'm doing very well, thanks very much. How do I do first-person journeys? I use a chest-mounted camera. Ooh, I wanted a bit more of a sunrise. Let's do that again and try and get like a nice sort of sunrise. No. What am I looking for? I am looking for... There we go. No. Remember my weather, please. Summer clip. Bit windy. A little bit cloudy. Alright, see if we can get something... Ah, summer, so there's nothing really at sunrise. Okay, let's go for sunset then. Yes. And we want something from Willesden. No, seeing start Queen's Park right now. Okay, never mind. We will do a have a look what we can do. We can do an Elephant and Castle Tower and Willesden. And so we can come out. Yeah, we should come out tunnel nice and around sunsets. We'll do a Elephant and Castle Tower and Willesden run. And I hope it has remembered my key bindings. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that all looks right to me. So we put our control key in and turn it on. We can set our blind for Harold Willesden. There it is. We can put the direction switch in. And get rid of that alarm. There we go. And let's have a quick look over here. Ooh. Is that train leaving? Ah, people. There are people on my train. What do I hear? Maybe that's the train arriving. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, train leaving. So we will be the next one out in a few minutes' time, I'm guessing. Oh, we've got some glitchy passengers. Haha. Jumping from the ceiling. Not too sure what our timetable is. We will have a look at that in a second. So we want the gauge light and all of those lights on. Yep. Saloon heating vent set. Yep. And we can turn the cab light just onto there. And turn temperature low. Since it is a summer's day. It's in our driver's seat. That's all sorted. That's all sorted. So we can open up our doors. And our timetable to leave here is pretty much now. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. And off we go. Immediately speeding. Well, it's safe to again do Snake Challenge Part 2. I'll pass on those comments to the Grand Masters of Planning Challenges. Done more journeys on the tube due to my videos than you've done in real life. What specs am I running? I have a Ryzen 1800X and a GTX 1080 Ti. I am looking to maybe upgrade that GPU now with the new announcements, so we'll see what comes of that. And haha, cheeky super chat. I won't call you out, but very important question. Favorite tube moquette pattern? Oh no, you can't put me on the spot like that. I mean, the Barman one's quite nice. I like the I actually like the new one on the Piccadilly line quite a lot. The new variation. How loud am I compared to the game, by the way? Do I need to turn down the game? That's one thing I should probably ask. Is the game too loud for you guys? Compared to my voice, because obviously you want to hear me over the game. I'm more important than the video game. You can actually see it peaking a tiny bit, so I'm just going to turn that down myself. That should be a little bit better for you guys. Yeah, I quite like the new design on the Piccadilly line. Oh shit. How did I miss? Wow. I very nearly just ran a red signal. Like an idiot. too busy thinking about moquettes. Can I get a peek at that, please? Thank you very much. Yeah, I quite like the new design on the Piccadilly line, which is the Barman moquette. So that's the same as the Jubilee, Northern, Wembley City, Central, which all have the exact same blue design. But on the Bakerloo and the Piccadilly, they've updated the design to this, which is like a different colour variation of it. I really like this one as well, actually. But yeah. How long are we going to be waiting at this signal for? Do we have a map? I always forget what the map view is. It's not that. That's apparently the whistle. Oh, no, we have a signal. Grand. I like how we are due to stop at Lambeth North at 19:26:26, but we literally can't because the signal held us, and now we're already minutes late. Absolutely great timetable there. You know, actually, I've been on the Bakerloo line a little bit more recently, after filming my review. And it's not the motor sounds that I notice are particularly strikingly different, or that get on my nerves. It's actually the braking sounds more than anything, because it just doesn't sound like the Bakerloo line's brakes. But the motor sounds don't bother me too much. It's sort of, it's like on the A-stocks, the Bakerloo line is where you go into off and release, it sort of dumps the pressure and you can kind of hear it. And it just doesn't do that in this game, which is slightly disappointing. If I'd actually been on the Bakerloo line more recently since, prior to doing my review, I might have brought that up actually, but, you know, there's deadlines to getting these things done. Should I turn off the HUD? Don't know if I should. Like I said, the problem with the signals in this game means that turning off the HUD is actually quite a challenge. Actually, I might even turn on the signal HUD. I wish, if they're not going to fix it so I can move my camera view, I wish I could just have the little signal indicator and turn off the rest of the HUD. So yeah, next signal marker, we'll turn that on. Because everything else is off, but I still have all of this guff on my corner. Oh, and the whole settings not applying thing again. Got to apply the settings. That's not even the right one. That's not what I want. I don't want a marker for where it is. I want there it is, the next signal HUD. There we go. So yeah, this should actually be this should be quite an interesting drive since we're right behind another train. Most of the routings that I've done so far have been pretty standard. Just clear signals all the way. Favourite tube stock is 1996 stock. You cannot beat those trains. They reign supreme. Yeah, it's just not enough of brake sounds, really. Like, every time I go into that sort of zero brake position, you'd expect it on the actual trains to do that sort of sound, which you just don't get on this, which is slightly sad. And hopefully the new balance of audio should be okay. So do let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet, and I'll be able to fix that. So how late are we running now? About probably 3 or 4 minutes down. So you are already, we are on a amber signal. Why is the net signal HUD not showing me the signals aspect? It's just grey. Surely that's not right. Let's try resetting that. That does seem to be broken. Net signal HUD off. Apply that. And net signal HUD on. Oh, maybe net signal aspect needs to be on as well. There we go. Oh, they're two separate settings for some reason. Who knows? Looking forward to Wembley Central's review of the Bakerloo line. I am, actually, because he apparently hasn't enjoyed it quite as much as I have, and I'd definitely like to see his review of it. Obviously, everyone has different opinions, so can't wait to see what his is. Yeah, but I saw his post on his community tab saying that he's a little bit disappointed. So definitely want to see that. I'll look forward to hearing his thoughts on the game. Embankment. I really like this station. Really quite a pretty station. Beep, beep, beep. Yes, beep, beep, beep. I think the train in front is a Queen's Park one, so hopefully we should be able to make up for our lost time once that terminates and we can get past it at Queen's Park. Drive a little bit aggressively. We'll see what happens. How does Google Pay work on the Underground? Just the same way as the contactless bank cards. Just on the Oyster card readers, just tap and go. I should be driving a bit more aggressively, but I don't really want to run the risk of an overrun, especially where the signal might be red, which will just game over us instantly. Charing Cross. Again, another really nice looking station. The Bakerloo line kind of makes up for its horrific looking north end with its underground sections. Pretty sure I might have just accidentally... No, I didn't. Why knocked the direction switch though. Good evening, Trudy. You want more TFL rail videos? Interesting. I'll see what I can do about that. People do love, seem to like to see those class 3, 4, 5s. It's quite funny actually that they've, I don't know if any of you guys have seen my video from today of the new lights on the Bakerloo line, but they don't, at least they don't appear to turn off when you're going over junctions and section gaps, which is something that Dovetail put the effort into coding into this game, which is now no longer going to be a thing on the 72 stop Bakerloo line trains, which is quite funny. It's obviously a feature, but now no longer... Whoa! Oopsie daisy. No longer accurate to the real world. I think we're fine. Yes, look at that. We're still fine. Still counts. Yes, I do know the Bakerloo line timetable is being extended. Do I have merch? No, not currently. I might work on that in the future, though. I have been thinking about that recently. It's just all about supply and demand. Being a fairly small channel means merch would probably be a bit of a hit on me and a bit of a financial gamble, but it would be quite an interesting idea to do, so we will see about that. No, it's the signs for Piccadilly Circus are not brown like in real life. I did not. I'm not really... Maybe I don't have as much of an eye for detail as I thought. Hello, Brazil, from London. I'll have to go back and have a peek at that next time around. Alright, looks like we're losing ground on this train up ahead, because we have clear signals now. So we are losing even more time. I'm going to have to be a bit more aggressive flying into these platforms without overrunning them. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that. Yeah, look, we have another clear signal up ahead. There we go, that was a little bit faster. Let's go. Yeah, we are a good few minutes down now. Yeah, speeding fairly significantly. Use on the brakes a tad. We do have a red signal coming up on us. I think I can just see the train up ahead. Just for a brief second now, I'm pretty sure I saw the Bakerloo line train. Well, obviously Bakerloo line train, but I'm pretty sure I saw it just right at the end of the tunnel. So we have caught up with that. Ah, I tried to come in fast and I bottled it. I bottled it. I did. There we go. It's a very pretty game. See if we can... I want to catch up that train. You know, it's fine. Some of the times between stations on this are completely ridiculous. In what way, Yorkshire? I caught a glimpse of it just up ahead there. Not sure how well it comes across on stream, obviously, because of compression, but I definitely saw the sign of the train up ahead. We are catching it up. What a way to fly into a station. Alright, good old Baker Street. Let's get out of here. Ooh, nice. You can hear a train just leaving the other platform as well. You know, I suppose, Stonebridge Park to Wembley Central, you tend to lose a minute, and then others you gain 30 seconds to a minute. Yeah, the thing with timetables is it's not trying to be a precise distance between stations to match up perfectly. Timetables are more of a, you know, timetables have that kind of built-in slack to them for a reason, which sort of emulates the real world. That's why, you know, you tend to sit in platforms for a little bit at some stations and leave others straight away. The only thing that really matters is that you're at junction stations at the right time, so stations where there's sort of points ahead of you, so that you get your sort of allocated slot, and that you obviously get to the end of the line at the right time and leave that at the right time. So, yeah. I'm already here demonstrating the wrong way of coming into a station and expecting to be on time. It's called defensive driving. Practiced on the real underground, and I'm getting held at signals, so I'm as on time as I can be, baby. But yeah, on the underground you will notice they practice defensive driving, which is being more cautious than you need to be, because you don't want to have a overrun ever. Ever. Or pass a signal ever. Whereas in a game, you can do it every now and then, and it's a shucks thing. On the tube, it's a much more serious thing. Have I done any livery design? Not yet. I was considering making like an unrefurbished version, but then I realised that I can't change the interior, so it doesn't really... The point doesn't really make too much sense. Mari, full speed into stations and then brake at the last second. Yes, but if I overrun, then it game's over. It's not just like BVE. This is a simulation. See, look, I'm going to overrun massively now because of what you said. See? See what happens when I take your advice? Now the poor people... These poor people can't get off the train. Namely because I haven't opened the doors. And now these poor people, they try and get off the train and they just hit a tunnel. Oh well. All is fair in London Underground and war. And if that signal there had been red, that would have been a game over. For some reason, I love British Rail under tube, even though I've never been and I live in America. Maybe it's because we suck at trains. That's from the Mouse Kid. Yeah, I mean... massive country, I guess, and you sort of put more investment into driving than into rail. There's obviously hotspots of decent rail in America, I'm sure, but the chances of coming across it must be thick and far between. For how much we moan about it, the UK does have pretty decent rail coverage. Oh, we hit speed limit. I want to see the signal, please. Cute. Do I want more True Lines to be in Train Sim World 2? Of course, that would be fantastic. So we go now heading towards Warwick Avenue, and we are still a few minutes down, but we're not losing time particularly. We're going to go on a European cruise and go to London at the end, but the current situation happened and it was cancelled. Ah, that's a shame. Hopefully you can have another poke at it next year. Best of luck. Ooh, we are coming up on a red signal again. Ah, but that's at the station. No biggie. That's true. Even post beaching, better than USA post the Federal Highway Act of 1956. Forgot to open my doors. Victoria will never get to 36 trains per hour manually driven. No way. Why do you not play the American and Germany trains? Just, obviously got more interest in the Bakerloo line and haven't gotten around to it. Maybe I will at some point. I should probably give them a try. Feel bad for Central Line drivers between Bethnal Green and Liverpool Street. Why is that? Here we are running on a signal again. So to all those people saying I need to make up time, can't possibly make up time. But I'm pretty sure the train ahead does terminate at Queen's Park, so we will try and make up time between Queen's Park and Harrow and Willesden and get to Harrow and Willesden on time. There we go. That's a little bit more spirited stop there. Let's try and get a move on. Ah, the horrible screeching sound between Bethnal Green and Liverpool Street. Yeah, I was on Jubilee Line the other day and it's pretty similar between Bond Street and Baker Street. It gets hella loud there. Definitely need to do something about that. There are certain stretches of the underground where even though you're not going particularly fast and not particularly around the corner, it's just ear deafening. Not sure why. Yeah, this here is a station that we don't want to overrun because there is a red signal at the end of the platform. You know, if it was Amari driving your Bakerloo line train, because there'd be a gap of 8 minutes between him and the train before. We are literally on a red signal between us and the next train. Your criticisms have no power over me. Above ground soon. Great to hear, Brian. Thanks very much, sir. Yeah, we only lost about 2 minutes over the course of the entire line. And here we are now. If I've timed this right, it will be a glorious sunset as we emerge. Yes, that's looking pretty nice. We power into Queen's Park. I think that train ahead of us terminated here. I'm not entirely sure now. Yeah, that might be it in the sheds over there. Got our nice little coacting signal, so that we can actually see the aspect, even though it's blocked up there. We still have a... yeah, we were still on a red signal there for a little bit. Getting some wheel slip for some reason, even though it's a dry summer's day. Interesting. Shall we open up the drop light? There we go. So that, I think, is the train that was in front of us, with the passengers still on board. Haha. We go up to 45. So hopefully we can motor now and make up for our lost time. There we go. Saved it because it may crash like it does on the PS4. I've not had a crash before on this game. Touch wood. Is there an echo of the whistle in the tunnel? Oh yes, there is. Very nice. As we sprint our way to Willesden Junction. Whoa! Totally misjudged that one. I can't see the signal. This so annoys me. Ah dear. See, just can't see at all. We are ready to go. Let's just hope that we have a green signal ahead of us. Yes, we do. We are motoring now. Whoa, that is some bright sunshine. Barely see the end of the platform. There we go. This game looks makes this part of London look a lot nicer than it does in real life. We can turn off the light. That is quite the glare off of the sun. Let's get a bit of... Oh, that's very pretty. With the HUD turned off. It's absolutely gorgeous. Man, every time I play this game, it surprises me with how pretty it looks. Wow. You cannot argue with that sunset. Here we are at, I think it was Stonebridge Park. Peaceful, serene, very nice. Ooh, got no green signal. There we go. See, that's the problem with the little signal glitch of it not giving you a green aspect before you shut doors. As you kind of grow a bit numb and expect one. But hopefully that will get patched out soon. There we go, the mighty 72 stock hitting 45 miles an hour. On the PS4 you can't see the stadium. I'm guessing that's a draw distance limitation. Wembley Central. Media Dovetail thought it would be a good idea to put a bloody crosshair blob in the middle of the screen. Well, you do kind of need it if you're wanting to do any of these buttons. I wish it would auto fade out if you didn't move your mouse for a few seconds. I think that would be a good solution. If your mouse is stationary, it should just fade away after a few seconds, like you expect like a YouTube play button to. And then the moment you move your mouse, it should just come back in. That would be my personal recommendation for it. Hey guys, it's that time in the stream where I will remind you to press the like button and watch the likes suddenly spike up as you all do that. So yeah, if you're all watching this now, go ahead and press the like button and I will watch the spike as it happens. There we go, I'm seeing it happening. See, very good. I wouldn't have stopped the train if you didn't do that. But because you will graciously press the like button, I will make my attempts to stop this train for all of the lovely people of wherever the hell we are. I think, yeah, North Wembley. Yeah, there you go. The people of North Wembley got a perfect stop. Thanks to the likes. Haha. So yeah, we have made up a little bit of time now. So we just have South Kensington, and then Kenton, and then Harrow Willesden. I am doing good, National Rail Spirit 101. I'm doing very good tonight. Hope you are too. Will you do a return journey of the train? I might do. I don't know if I'll take it all the way, but yeah, we'll turn around at Harrow Willesden. Very pretty lighting here at Kenton with the spotlights as you come into the station. Looks very good at night time, I'll tell you that. And here we are at Kenton, one more stop to go. Do I like football? Me, no, not particularly. Don't care for it too much. Okay, nice little stretch now. You'd quite like to see Dovetail have a crack at the Piccadilly line. Yeah, I think that would be a nice thing to see. Shouldn't be too hard to adapt what they've learned from making the 72 stock to make a 73 stock. I wonder how they do at the line itself though. Have they done lines with multiple branches before? I'm not too sure. So now as we come flying into Harrow and Willesden, our final stop. And slowly does it. There we go, Harrow and Willesden, where people will get on and off the train instead of just getting off. Which means when we go into the sidings, we're going to have a lot of creepy people stuck with us. We still have a, there we go, we have our harbour lights now. Proceed into the siding. And easy does it into the sidings. There we go. We got objective complete. You can see our speeds vaguely stayed inside. It's like probably that annoying bit at Queen's Park. And our driver Fred is now level 8. Wow. Time taken was 54 minutes and 15 seconds. distance driven was 14.75 miles, and distance walked was 227.02 yards. And so, yeah, let's have a look at our time. Lambeth North, instantly we were 3 minutes down because we got held at signal. By the time we got to Oxford Circus, still 3 minutes down. Yeah, we stayed pretty much 3 minutes down for the entire journey, and then at the end we were about 4 minutes down, so not too bad, all things considered. Okie dokie, let's return to free roam, sure. And we will shut this train down. Give control key. To cut the interlock back in. And need to take our direct key. Perfect. And I think this train is going to Elephant Castle. I'll leave it as Harrow Stone because that's what they do in real life anyway. Turn off the gauge lights. Yep, sure, whatever. And Creepy Man, hello. Excuse me, buddy. Thank you. Yeah. Could I get through, please? Oh, great. This is the real Harrow and Willesden experience right here. Could you move? I need to go. Fine, we have to bodge it. Yeah. Door shut, please. Shut the door, please. Shut the door, please. Thank you. What a way to change ends, eh? Door. Door, please. Door, please. Yes. I'll make up some time now. And last set. Whoops. And we're back in. Rightio. Okay. This train has an active service. Well, I hope it does have a service eventually. Wait for service to start at 20:33. So we have a bit of a wait ahead of us here. So we might as well have a little walk around, a little chat. So where's this train going to? Train is going to Elephant Castle. Great. Put train up as an Elephant Castle. And we'll get the controller key in. And on. go. Put it forward. Get that cancelled. And we'll get our drop light down. That's a nice cool air. Leave the cab light off for now. And let's see, forward, grandissimo. Perfect. And we'll just make sure all those doors are shut. Great. Those creepy passengers make it feel a bit like Resident Evil. Maybe it does. Hello there. Hello everyone who's joining us in chat now. So we have a little bit of a wait here. Just about 9 minutes. That door's been turned off. Just before we get a nice sunset drive back through from Willesden. Lovely jubbly. Well, I guess considering we have a few minutes to wait here, still another 10 minutes, I will take a brief intermission and I will join you all back here probably in about 5, 6, 7 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere unless it's to go get a drink or some food and come back here, and I will see you again in just a few minutes. welcome back everybody. You join us back again in Train Sim World 2, where we are awaiting our service starting here on the Bakerloo line to leave Harrow and Willesden. And we are just waiting for our timetable to load in, hopefully at just over 2 minutes from now. Evening, Tom. And we are about 2 minutes. Hopefully, if this actually works properly. I've not done a turnaround before. I didn't get the timetable straight away, but it says wait for service. Service is scheduled to start at 20:33. So we'll do it until then, and hopefully that timetable will spawn in. Does that black box work on the right? What are you referring to by black box here? The phone or the this, which is the announcement keypad, and this is the Connect radio. None of these are functional in game, but yeah. So this is for the digital announcements. This is the Connect radio for speaking to line controller and such, and this is just the handset for that. Or by black box, do you mean the this over here, which is the train number indicator? If so, I think that does work. I could actually maybe be a little bit naughty and hop out, I guess, and have a quick look, see if that works. Yeah. It's not on right now. It might actually, it will probably come on when we get a service. So can I just say how pretty that looks? Like, damn, son. That's beautiful. Let me shut the door. Let me shut the door. Thank you. That is totally how London Underground trains work. What's creepier? Changing ends with passengers or decaying to loop? Probably changing end with passengers. That's weird to tell. So this train probably, yeah, control keys in. That's in. Get our pressures built up. Hey, we have our service. So let's get out of here. So yeah, at the platform I will hop out again and actually have a quick look to see if that train number thing is working as it should. Can you use the phone handset? No, you can't. Although there is this option here to contact signaler, and I think that is for if you need to pass a signal at danger, but doesn't animate anything about the using the phone or anything like that. Here we are. Not sure why we've got an objective complete for taking it one just out of the sidings. I think that might be a bit of a bug there. So yeah, let's have a look and see if that indicator actually has a train number on it now. Yes, it does. So train 222. We'll see if that's the same as all the other trains. Excuse me while I get a nice shot for a thumbnail. Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Very pretty indeed, if the cab door wasn't open. Can I climb up, please? Can I climb up, please? Thank you. Yes. Door shut. And train door shut. Traffic line on should extend the Bakerloo line to Watford Junction. Yeah, maybe. The service is already a bit stretched north of Queen's Park, so I'm not too sure about that. I do wish the Metropolitan line extension happened, but obviously it didn't. But yeah, maybe if there were more trains on the line, and maybe to coincide with when the actual Bakerloo line extension gets done, that would be a good little project. It's absolutely beautiful hazy dusk scene in front of us right now. Loving that. We are motoring along now. So running a little bit behind schedule just because I got out to take a pretty photo. But that's no big deal. People always think running a tiny bit late is the end of the world, but there's nothing wrong with being a minute or two down, especially on the underground. And here we are back at Kenton again. You think Crossrail will ever be finished? I don't think it will be finished. It is a distinctly English project, Crossrail. And I think if the Finns tried to steal it from us, it would be quite a big deal. Do I ever think it will be finished? Yes. I'm not too sure about its current opening date, but it will happen eventually. Wish the UK could look like this all the time in real life. Well, I mean, right now on a sort of a summer's evening sunset, it's pretty close. Why aren't the passengers wearing face coverings? Hey Tom, you're ripping off a joke from my full review. You obviously are not a OG Tucker Trains 101 fan, otherwise you would have seen that joke already. How about the Northern Line extension? Well, that's actually being built right now, so hopefully the Battersea Northern Line extension will open relatively soon. Looks like we might have a little bit of an overrun here. Ah, no, we're fine. When does the Bakerloo line get a new train? Probably in the 2030s. Most likely at this point. Expect the Central line to likely get new trains first. Favourite station on the tube? I'm quite fond of Great Portland Street, except for the bit where they've sort of patched over the really nice brickwork with beige plastic. But yeah, Westminster's a really nice choice as well. The way it's all packed together there is very pretty indeed. It's probably what's so nice about London Underground is it's just a complete sort of mishmash of old and new, which is absolutely beautiful. What do I think about the Bank Northern Line platform, new platform? I don't do too much of the new platform, but the way the old platforms look right now is actually really cool. All stripped back on the walls. It looks really interesting, a little bit post-apocalyptic. I'd recommend getting down there and having a little look-see at it while you still can. How many tube stations have you visited? All of them! There's a video of it. Here we are at North Wembley. How are we doing for time? Not too bad. And we are ready to go. Have I been to the TFL depot in Acton? Yes, I have. Really like sunsets in this game. It is the best time to play this game. Is always pick for a sunset. Or high noon is quite nice as well, with the sort of sun battling down on you. Or nighttime rain. Basically, this game is pretty a lot of the time. Have you got plans to visit other underground systems around Europe? Maybe one day, but no current plans in the works. I do want to visit a few other little weird things in the UK, like the Glasgow subway, though. And I've got to go back to the Isle of Wight as well to see the 38 stops one more time. But in Europe, not particularly. I do want to go and see the New York subway at some point. I think I harp on it quite a bit. There's a bit of an old meme on this channel of hating on the New York subway, but I do want to have a peek of it one day. Trains will be 60 in 2032. Yes, they will, but that's the same era as the A stocks, and they lasted. And Wembley Central. Should race down the escalators, you're fast on. I wouldn't recommend, personally wouldn't recommend doing it myself, or doing it yourself I should say. Tekken Trains 101 is a trained professional. Do not attempt any of the stunts performed on Tekken Trains 101 at home. Tekken Trains 101 takes no liability for any personal injury caused by repeating the stunts shown on Tekken Trains 101. Haha. I am a escalator speedrunner professional. Be careful in stations, don't injure yourself. Know your limits. The Glasgow subway looks like a fizzy drinks can. Yes, it does. Which is what makes it so adorable. There are a lot of similarities between LU and NYC subway. Yeah. I'm more interested in seeing what the differences are, though. I think it would be really, really cool. Thanks very much for the sub, you from Blaze TV. stretch looks so cool. Yeah, it does, it does. Like I said, it looks a lot better in video game representation than it does in real life. Yeah, this is where I got that absolutely beautiful shot that was in the montage for the review, was just on that bridge, whoopsie, over there. Do excuse me, 2 seconds, be right back. I'm back again, just closing windows because it's getting a little bit cool now. Let's shut doors. There we go. And get a move on. Come visit Sydney. We have single-deck driverless trains and double-deck trains with drivers. You can stand at the front and pretend to be a driver. Ah, sounds a little bit like the DLR. Well, you know, if you super chat several £100, maybe I will come to Sydney. Until then, I think that might be a little bit of a pipe dream for now. But one day. There are no birds in the sky. Ugh, 0 out of 10, Dovetail. How could you portray us like this? Here we are at Willesden. We are motoring along here, making up for some very good time indeed. Ah, there's a map there I need to click. Do it another time. Super chat, £700 in Oyster credit. Never say never. We were all talking about merch earlier. What have I done? Ah. Whoopsie daisy. Come to Madrid! We have a half-interesting metro system. The other part is a bit boring because it was built since 1995 onwards, so the newer stations look the same. Ah, that's a shame. It's always upsetting when you have new stuff built and it all just looks samey and boring. Quite glad that at least our new stations have some characteristics to them. Like Jubilee Line Extension is very bold with its metallic look, which I love because it looks like a sci-fi spaceship, and the Crossrail looks vast and open and glorious. It's amazing sort of how many different eras of design are similar throughout the tube. You sort of you've got these station groups which look similar but completely different from their other groups. Slammed on the brakes there for no good reason. It's 7:52 AM over there in Sydney, Australia. Well, good day, mate. Who has seen Chris Tarrant Extreme Railway Journeys? Name rings a bell, but I'm not particularly sure. Here, newer stations look very spacious and the walls are yellow. So you can figure out they've been built in one go. Yeah, we've had like different station groups say, you know, they sort of follow a same design aesthetic, but they still have differences between them, which I'm very grateful for. Only thing I don't like is when they go back and refurbish older stations and kind of rip out their charm, which is a bit of what happened to sort of places like Tottenham Court Road. Queen's Park, where I live, it is 22:55. Can confirm that. Actually, I will have you know that it's more like 8:50 something if you're following in-game. Thank you very much. Hello, Jafar. Nice bit of track roll there. Shame there isn't more of that in this game. Zone 1 section is very narrow and old style, built in Parisian style, and with sharp curved platforms, though, so that zone is pretty nice. Interesting. Headlights are on, they're just pretty dim. I'll double check that at Queen's Park, but I believe they are. I'm going to turn on my cab light as well when we get there, just before we go into the tunnels. Taro Zone 5 says, my favourite part of Leighton Station is when the train speeds through a tunnel to Stratford. Epic. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Back through the Queen's Park sheds. There are people from all around the world. So cool. Yeah, this is really cool. This is obviously a very diverse stream tonight, guys. If you're watching from anywhere that hasn't been mentioned yet, do say so. Oh, very nice animation of a guy sitting down there. Oh, next gen. And we have made up some quite a good time here at Queen's Park. We're only about 30 seconds late. There we go. Right, let's double check our headlights are on. Yes, they are. And let's get our cab light on as well. And get ready to go. Beep, 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 indeed. Ah, someone's got to go. Have a great night, man. Have a good night, Troy. Hopefully catch you soon. Man, we are really speeding up, running downhill. Hello again, Ethan. And Jaffa Station is Queen's Park, which we just went past. Build on the right before you go into the tunnel. Awesome. We are back at Kilburn Park. Next up, Maida Vale. Oh no! Made it. That's the God 007 says he's going to go off at Oxford Circus and go shopping. You're going to have to rush to get anywhere that's still open. Sergey says he loves D-level tube stations because as a passenger it feels like the train pulls into the station with a lot of speed because it's very narrow. Yes, they do, especially on the Victoria and Jubilee lines. Ethan Afro says he joined us at Wembley Park and he's going to Waterloo to say hi to the 1996 stocks. Good choice. Tom's still with us. By shops I mean carbs. There we go, now we have the truth emerging. have made up good time now. Metropolitan line is the fastest on the underground. Fastest as its maximum speed on the fast sections, you get 60, but probably not the fastest at coming into stations. For that, you'll want the deep level lines. It's just the fastest as it has the highest top speed, which the Jubilee line comes pretty close to at about 50 to 55 miles an hour underground. For an actual underground line, I'm pretty sure the Jubilee line is the fastest speed limit while underground. The Met line's high speed limit is overground. But yeah. Oxford Circus is where Karen works. Haha. And here we are at Piccadilly Circus. I've got a moth flying in front of my face trying to distract me from my stop here at Piccadilly Circus. There we go. And Sergio says, when COVID stuff passes, he plans on going to London from Spain because it's not very expensive. Probably will be even less when COVID passes because they'll want you to come. And he even says he's doing Wembley to Wembley round a long way. I salute that. I know someone who went from Rayners Lane, or it might have been South Harrow, to out to Norfolk via Green Park and Bond Street. Go figure. Was that Benton not being so far? I'm going mad. Tunnel disorder. Or tunnel vision now. I saw the split of both platforms and I got mixed up with Piccadilly Circus. Go me. Obviously Tom has to come here and point out my flaws. Whoa, stop there, buddy. F1 line is fastest because it doesn't stop in every station after Baker Street Station. Yeah, that is the fast section, although not many trains do that anymore. And obviously that stretch up going from Harrow Hill to Rimmonsworth is where you will hit 60 miles an hour if you're lucky. Maybe a tiny bit more if you're on an A stock. Maybe a tiny bit more if you're on an A stock on a farewell tour, but hey, I can only speculate about that. And we are on signals now. So we have got a train up ahead of us. On Jeff Marshall's videos, he has shown some long ways to go to let you save money by avoiding Zone 1. Correct, Mundo. To be honest, how many spads have you done? A few. The annoying thing is, here in this game, if you spad it, game's over instantly, which is slightly sad.
Passengers are reminded that smoking is prohibited
Right, kind of silly question, but do tube trains create sparks when they're running in sharp turns? Yeah. Not. Oh, for God's sake, my doors won't open. Not particularly from not from track, no, but from the traction current shoes, yes. More less when you're going over a tight turn, but more when you're in the rain or you've got you're going over a junction point where there's a break in the current rails. Nicest section on the Underground. I'm quite fond of the Jubilee Line extension. And there are some other stretches as well, some parts of the Central Line, and also the Metropolitan Line out in the country when you're going towards Cheshire. That is absolutely beautiful. But I think that's probably one of my favourite stretches because I don't do it very often. Same with the far eastern end of the Central Line. Is very pretty out there. Had a little bit of pop in there on the wall. And Baker Street. Metro Line stop at Finchley Road and then pass all Jubilee Line stations about 5 stops. Correct, yes, they do. If you're on a really fast one, then they can pass all the way to Harrow on the Hill. Because you can non-stop Wembley Park, Preston Road and Norfolk Park, and then stop at Harrow on the Hill, and then pass all the stops up until Rickmansworth as well. Mo Planes and Trains says, I wish Leicester would have a transport system like this, because at the moment public transport is so messed up in Leicester. Yeah, that makes sense. How you would have been stupid and done Charing Crossing and Embankment via tube? I'm not sure. Maybe I should do a first-person journey doing that. And Tarzone Vibe says, my parents had been to Northfield Tube Station before it was closed. Interesting. Pastor God 007 says the stations in the Epping Forest are lovely. Yes, they are indeed. Brown have I ridden the Epping to Ongar Railway? Yes, I went there on a Heritage Day once. Many years ago now. I can't remember what it was that I rode it on. Just paying a little bit more attention to driving right now than to chat, just because I know we're on signal, so I don't want to accidentally run up on one. Sergio says, tube map I have, May 2014, doesn't show Embankment as a Northern and Bakerloo line station, just over the district. Is that fixed or is it changed? I believe that was because it was closed to those lines for a little bit while they were doing the escalator renewal works. I might have a YouTube video on that somewhere still listed, but you can definitely look it up. But yeah, that was just while they were doing station renewal works. Wow, to think that that was so many years ago now. So we're coming up on Oxford Circus. Whose stop was this again? Ooh, we have a red signal. And it's cleared. Happy days. So Pastor God 007 is hopping off here to go shop with Karen. Yellow line! Someone needs to make a drama called the Thin Yellow Line. As we gracefully arrive at Oxford Circus bang on time. Even after it says, I was stupid and thought amateur and magician were close together and ended up walking for a long time. Ha! That sounds like quite the experience right there you had. Ooh, we don't have a clear signal. We still don't have a clear signal. This is the problem with the whole having to close your doors before you can get a clear signal, is when the signal doesn't clear because the route's blocked, you've closed your doors and you're sitting there like a muppet. Jeffrey says he used to live in Wembley Park, but now he lives in Queen's Park. Sergio says he has that map because that year was the only time he's been to London so far. Well, hopefully we can welcome you back another time. We are encountering another signal, cleared again. It's always fun to be running up against signals. And now here we are at Piccadilly Circus. There we go, bang on time. Opinion on World of Subways 1 and 3 and how does it compare to the simulator? It's good for its time, but it's starting to look a little bit dated by now. This game is definitely the more graphically advanced simulator, for sure. But World of Subways 3 it still holds up to this day. It's got a bit of a weird activator and stuff. I don't know if that's still a thing. I just remember it being a bit of a pain to get running when I used to play it a lot. But hopefully that's all a lot better now, and if you can pick it up cheap, I would still highly recommend it as a worthwhile game to play. I'm very sorry, chat, I am falling behind you a little bit just because I would quite like to not have a SPAD, because yeah, we are running up against some signals at the moment. Always as soon as you stop it goes green. Yes, Wembley Park now looks like a much better and nicer place than before. It is starting to, yeah. It's definitely the rebrand has done a world of good for it. I don't know if you can hear me over this blooming track. Do let me know if I need to turn down the game at all. Ambassador God says he wants to go Elephant and Castle pub instead. And Charing Cross. Sorry, Zone 5 says, in my opinion, I think every station that is underground must have platform edge doors. I don't want to see platform edge doors everywhere. I like being able to see the trains. But for a safety perspective, obviously, they are great things. We do have a green signal. Ethan Afro is off at Waterloo. Barrymore Row. Have you ever been to the East Anglia Transport Museum? It looks like a nice place. No, I am not. I will have to add that to my list. Pastor Goddard 7 says, is a granny driving the train in front? Maybe. I mean, even Afro has to eat his words about my abilities to keep up with trains in front. This is pick change for the pick. Mix7895 says, I've been to that place before. Go to Embankment to Town Cross High Tube, not gonna lie. I am playing PC, Trevor. There we go, I've mostly caught out of the track now. Yes, Embankment is cool, I do love the look of Embankment. Very good looking station indeed. And the next stop is Waterloo. Change to the Jubilee, Northern and Waterloo and City lines and national rail services. Except for the Waterloo and City line isn't a thing right now. So sad. Screech array around the curve at Waterloo Station. In your opinion, do you think the sounds are good enough as the sounds are the only downside? It doesn't sound like you're in a tunnel and thus ruining the immersion aspect. I think the sounds could have done with a little bit of tightening up, but I can understand it because of the whole pandemic thing. I do hope they update them a little bit. I would have liked to see some nicer tunnel sounds and running rail sounds, you're right. But the actual train sounds, I think, are decent enough. And this is Lambeth North, a station that I always forget exists. I'm hoping that I can actually ditch this train at Lambeth North, at Elephant and Castle, and run across the platform to get a fast switch over to the next train, so that we don't have to wait to go back the other direction. And I will probably do one more trip and then wrap up the stream for the night. Here's Lambeth North. North London, sound of trains in what 2022, 100% no. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully that train ahead we can catch going into when we get to Elephant Castle. Hopefully we can catch that heading back out. relieve that slow-ass driver in front of us. I'm not going to be too particular about shutting down the train at next station properly, just because I do want to actually make that catch that Bakerloo line, well obviously Bakerloo line, but catch that other train on the opposite platform before it departs without us. So yeah, there's our ticket out of here. I'm going to go and try and run over to that train and catch it before it goes. So we arrive at Willesden Castle. Final stop for this train. And yeah, we won't do a too detailed of a shutdown here. Can I have my key back, please? Thank you. And put that up. Cut that back in. And that's all good. Oh, might need to lock doors just to complete the scenario. Ugh. It's not going to let me do a thing unless I shut the doors, is it? There you go. Perfect. Give me my score. So, an hour, 5 minutes, 4 seconds, 14 minutes, 74 miles again. A little bit less walked, and we were pretty good for our schedule. Anyway, let's go back to the free roam. Get our control key back. Give me it. Meh. And get our directional key. And yes, we had to shut doors for some silly reason. Maybe this train terminates here. Actually, properly terminates here. Oh yeah, this is a bit of a bug where they don't open the doors until they have their timetable, which is a little bit silly. But this train is in 2 minutes, so we will board it and open it up and get it all ready. Let me in. Let me in, let me in, let me in. Seems no driver in it yet. And I will take this, yes. Begin. Perfect. Stop yelling. Probably a Harrow and Willesden train. Let's check the timetable. 25, 15, yeah, so we just got a minute to go. And yes, this is a Harrow and Willesden train. Fantastic. Yes. It's air. And the right cab light. And set lights. Get a gauge light on. Fantastic. And we are getting ready to depart. Magically open the doors on the outside as well. Yes, I know, right? Fun inaccuracies. Stop beeping. I do not give you permission to beep at me. Am I playing in VR? No. Yes, this is totally VR. I'm totally going to throw up any second now because this is totally VR. And let's go, 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 go. I don't have a green signal. Give me a signal. Again, with the whole... Blade. Oh, it wants me to unlock... This is a stupid bug in the game where it wants you to have the doors open for a set amount of time. Very irritating indeed. There we go. Tying the signaling to the doors. Not a smart move. And even still, no green signal. There we go. Tavern's game is PS4, but it's not as good as PC. He's very impressed with the work they did on PC, apparently. Interesting. But I've not seen what it's like on PS4, so I can't possibly comment. My experience has been wholly PC. Jeff says, even the train is old, not the Bakerloo line, new train, but I'm not too sure it's saying that. I'm eager to travel, quote, back home, quote, to London green suburbs. Haha. And even Afro says, sorry, Jubilee line, you can't beat a little bouncy Bakerloo line train. Maybe indeed. I should have taken a break there. I should have had an intermission. Oh well. My voice will suffer. Bakerloo line. The next train to Willesden via Wembley. Well, you don't need the via. Train to Willesden obviously go via Wembley. Will arrive in 5 minutes. Next station. Somewhere. Getting a little bit of popping now. I wonder if that's just from doing the same route up and down a few times, sort of bogs it out a little bit. Wow, go me with that stop. That was absolutely pathetic. Just crawl into the station. We're still on time, because I am such good driving extraordinaire. No brakes, not allowed. Yikes, Tom. Since when were you a union buster? I haven't do another tube challenge. I haven't done an actual tube challenge. I've done it every... I guess, yeah, I've done a non-rail workout tube challenge. Maybe one day. At some point. Probably a charity thing again at some point. Apparently I'm too famous now for a tube challenge. No. Time Zone 5 asks, have I ever ridden the Eurostar before? I have not. Again, on my bucket list of things to do once the world stops ending. And Callum says, I better use a Bakerloo line or the Pick. I've got to before the new trains come in. Well, you've got quite a few years to go, at least with the Bakerloo line. And I'd say with the Piccadilly, you've still got at least probably 5+ years. And North London Buses says, not gonna lie, I wish I did the Victoria line instead of Bakerloo line. Well, it would have been more complex to produce because of the ATO. And more boring to play because of the ATO. So I'm not too sure about that. Both being more complex to make and less interesting to play is not the best combination. You want me to do announcements before the stations to make it more realistic? Can't do that. You can't make me do that. It would be terrible. The next station is Waterloo. Change for Jubilee, Northern and Waterloo and City Line and National Rail services. Yeah. The Bakerloo line you're driving now is old and we have new model railway and nice. That's the goal. Do tube train restaurant like the other crazy YouTuber did. I don't know about that. And even Afro waiting for us at Waterloo. Well, he better be on board now. Yeah, the boards at Lambeth North didn't update for some stupid reason. That's a shame. And Cam says he wishes they would do the Northern line because it's his main line. Ooh, I got an achievement apparently. Oh, I'm level 10 now. ATO is only satisfying for a short amount of time. Yeah, except for the Central line, where the ATO is actually quite entertaining to drive. Especially, obviously, on the OpenBVE Central line as well. But things like Cell Track ATO, which is what's on the Jubilee, Northern, and Subsurface network, is just absolutely horrible to manually drive. Because it gives you these horrible targeted braking curves and stuff and screams at you, and it's just not a fun driving experience at all. Whereas on the Central line, at least, you can have a decent time with driving manually under the obviously the automated signalling system. I'm not too sure what the manual driving experience is like on the Victoria line, though. That would be maybe interesting to find out, especially in the old days and compared to now. Nautical Atrocity, does anyone actually know if Dovetail Game stopped users from going in the tunnels as requested TFL, or was it their own decision? I believe it was their own decision, just mainly for gameplay reasons. Well, Subways 1 and 3 was pretty much the same as well. We are holding here for a few seconds. There we are, now we're ready to depart. We were running ahead of time. Have you done a voice announcement on the tube before? Yes, I have. You can search a video for it, actually. It's uploaded somewhere. I think it's called I Try Out Making Announcements on Nestop or something. Just search that plus my username. Mix7895 says District is my local, but Jubilee Line would have been the perfect for this game. Yeah, maybe, except it's got such a great representation on OpenBVE now. I'm really glad that we're starting to come together with London Underground simulations. I mean, you've got the Bakerloo line now. You've got the Central line in OpenBVE. The BVE Northern line is pretty good. You've got a great Waterloo and City line. Jubilee line is coming along nicely. You've got the Metropolitan line for Train Simulator 2020, even if it is a rip-off pricing. It would be really nice to see the Piccadilly line simulated properly somewhere. And so yeah, I think within a few years we'll have quite a nice full set of simulators, which is pretty cool. Sergey says, I love how the platform ads show Barbados as a holiday destination. It seems like Dovetail wants the NPCs to save money in offshore countries. Why can we not go? Put it in forward. Must have not the button. I'm using a controller for the doors, because if you remember my review, my complaint is that door key bindings can't be bound on the keyboard. So I literally have the controller plugged in at the side, but I think I keep knocking the direction switch. And Infinafo says, I wanted the Jubilee Bakerloo Met lines and I got one. Haha. Nice. We are heading towards Piccadilly Circus. So if you turn off the TV screen on the platform, you get points. Yes, but I want to stay on time. Entire Zone 5 says my bedroom is full of tube mats and other tube merchandise. Well, maybe I need to make some merchandise at some point then. We'll see. Maybe get some poster printed or something. I think that would be a very easy first sort of bit of merch to do. It would be like a Tech and Trains one-on-one poster. So we will, I'll look into that in the future. And we are now at Piccadilly Circus. Northline buses. I wish they did a cool thing by linking Paddington Bakerloo line with the GWR rail station and made links. That would have been cool, in my honest opinion. Maybe it would have, yeah. I would have been a cool little dovetail thing to do. And Sergey says, oh, I think I should go to sleep. I start university tomorrow. Maybe I should take some sleep. Good luck. Enjoy yourself at university. And if you are going, then have a very good night. Hello, John. Ethan Afro says, I'm going to Stonebridge Park because otherwise TFO will charge me £8.60 for going to Wembley Central to Wembley Central. Haha. Good point. Let's hope you can get there before your Oyster card time's out. It's been about an hour since the last time I asked, so I'll remind you once again, if you're watching the stream and you haven't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. What are you doing? I made a post. I made you a post before on Twitter for your birthday, and you liked it. Yes, I did indeed. I will have to try and put something together myself. And John asks, "How are we doing this evening?" I think we're all doing well. I'm doing good, and the chat seems to be in a good mood as well, which is always great to see. Hope you're doing good as well. And here we are coming into Oxford Circus. Hopefully we're going to pick up Mr. Pastigod again. So yeah, that's one last question before you go. Do you know who Jojo Hazard is? And good night. Yes, really good YouTube channel actually. Would definitely recommend subscribing to that. I'm so glad he's blown up and the algorithm is taking him far recently, because that is such a niche and cool little channel, teaching me things about the city that I didn't even know, and I live here. And Tyler Metson says, hey Tyler Metson, good to have you. Wait a minute, Pastor God, didn't you go to Elephant Castle? I thought we dropped you off there instead. How am I finding playing this? It's actually becoming pretty natural now. I'm getting used to it. I'm pretty immersed. I'm learning to deal with having to have the HUD on. I don't like having to have it on, but you kind of do. Just because of not being able to sight signals. I mentioned it in my review, but I'm starting to slowly be able to pace that out of my peripheral vision, which is good. I've even made multiplayer. I think they did say that they might one day, but it's not currently on the roadmap. And Pastor God 007 is so drunk that he does not know where he got off of the train. Beep, 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 indeed. You're two on the horn or whistle. Okay, I will as we leave this station. There you go. Came in on SWR running 46 minutes late. Eesh. They should have green stop markers. They definitely should. That would be a good thing to have. There's some more accurate stop markers. It's a quite weird omission. come flying into Baker Street Station. Ooh, still got a red signal. Again, the problem with the whole tying the signal into the doors means that you don't build the habit of checking the signals before you do the doors. Real shame. I do hope that gets patched soon. They have said that they're going to sort that out when they add the extra trains in the timetable, but I'll believe it when I see it. Never buy a game based on promises of the future, always buy them based on the deliveries of the now. Pastor God of 007 says he lives at Queen's Park, but he is too scared to get off at Queen's Park. Well, then that is... sounds like a bit of a personal problem, Pastor God 007. You need to figure out why you can't get off where you live. Marlibon. Even Afro. The 2014 South Western Railway service to London Waterloo is delayed by 46 minutes. This is because of a emergency. We are sorry your journey will take longer than planned. What did I do? Except for put the blowing train in auto again. Yeah. Shush, Tom, shush. What if Fort Park makes a roller coaster that she goes underground like a tube train? Maybe. I will give you that, Pastor God 007, the north end of the Bakerloo line, in reality, isn't the nicest of areas. Came close to an overrun there. And then I bottled it in the last second.
If you require assistance at any time, feel free to contact a member of station staff or use a help point.
And yes, this time we are heading towards the next station, which of course is Piccadilly Circus. I mean Paddington, not Piccadilly Circus. Paddington, obviously. Petition to name Paddington Piccadilly Circus 2. The Electric Boogaloo. I am a train driver. I twiddle my train driving stick. And I speed. reach our way into Paddington Station. Damn it, doors. Have you driven a real tube train before? No, I'm not a tube driver, so I haven't driven a real tube train. Choo choo. Yeah, we will merge back overground in a few more stations to a summer's night. And we come flying into Warwick Avenue. Beautiful. Tara's own vibe has to go now. So have a great night, and we will see you soon, I hope. All the best. And even Afro is harping on the drivers of ATO lines, which will soon be pretty much all lines, unfortunately. Just the Bakerloo and Piccadilly line purists left, driving trains manually, the old-fashioned way. Again, a little bit of popping now. Might be a result of streaming, to be fair. Whoa, steady on. Crikey, we overcooked that quite a bit, didn't we? The Bakerloo and Pick lines are so much easier. Don't know about that. Especially when you keep accidentally putting the bloody train in auto. No, no auto. I said no auto. Thank you. When a Bakerloo line train wants to be ATO, it beeps like mad. currently fighting with the hill. I do like the adverts. North Circular Shopping Centre. Very good one there. I just thought there's no good Piccadilly line map / train apart from Train Simulator, but even that doesn't have Uxbridge to Hammersmith. So it's north of Gloucester Road. Yeah, I really hope we can get a decent Piccadilly line simulation experience at some point soon. And Pastor God 007 is going to go for the night now. Oh, good night to Pastor God 007. Once again, I'm going to take this up to Elephant and Castle, and that will be me done for the night as well. So we should be emerging at Queen's Park soon into a beautiful summer's night. Here we go, out we come. Did I say Elephant Castle? Yeah, I meant Harrow Willesden. And here we are at Queen's Park. Put up our drop light, since we are overground. And maybe we'll turn off our cab light as well. And just enjoy the drive in the dark. Let me know if it is too dark for you on the stream. I know YouTube compression can kind of mess with that. So if it is too dark, let me know and I will stick the cab light back on. Kind of a little bit gap there. We're just waiting for the traction current to pick back up. Good night, Jaffa. Have a good one. Bakerloo is overall very creepy past midnight. Maybe it is indeed. Maybe me turning off the cab light didn't help with that just now. And even Afro is going to stick it out with us all the way to Harrow and Willesden. Got another train passing us by. Very pretty indeed. Yeah, if you haven't seen that video about the LED lighting that I released, well, technically yesterday now, do check it out. It's quite an interesting one. You didn't think that the headlights were on, would you? But they are indeed. Very peaceful night. Go through the dark tunnel towards Willesden Junction. Oh, thank you very much, Brian. Much appreciated. Those emails, I don't always remember sending them out, but I do try and do them for every major video at least. Sometimes you may notice you don't get an email through because that is a manual process, but enough people have signed up for them to make it worthwhile to do. Very glad you appreciate the email updates. Oh, some very nice lighting there. I wonder if Wembley's Arch is lit up at night in this game. Willesden Junction. Yeah, I do try to not spam people. I don't like mailing lists where they sign you up to 1,000,001 things when you just want something very specific. So I'll only ever use that for video alerts and maybe some other major updates and stuff. Yeah, don't give me ideas. I will. Otherwise, I'll have to start sending you, I don't know, link tracked surveys with adverts embedded. But yeah, definitely check out the email list and check out the Technotrains 101 website. It's a very good website as far as I'm concerned. No adverts on it, no faff like that. Just latest videos, all the playlists. Right there and easy to see, and it's the best way to contact me if you ever need to do so as well. So check that out at technotrains101.uk. That is technotrains101.uk. This is Willesden. I accidentally done it again. with the direction set up. We're getting close now and now. Suddenly very tranquil nighttime Bakerloo line drive. What a way to cap off the stream. And we are thundering along now. Screaming into Stonebridge Park. Fantastic. And again, I'm gonna have to rebind that. Right, yeah, I wonder if we can see Wembley's arts lit up, or if it is darkened. Yeah, it does look like we couldn't see that arch there. I think that should have been where we saw it. Actually, no, maybe it might still be further ahead. I'm not 100% clued up. Yeah, I believe it should be around this corner if we are going to see it. And unfortunately it looks like not. Oh well. Would be nice if that was lit up similar to real life. Here we go, coming into Wembley Central Station with just a few more stops to go. Very nice. Open your cab door and let you inside. No chance. We're going towards Harrow and Willesden. Who knows who will come into the cab? There's no free cab rides. No free cab rides. Now we are twisting our way through the suburbs. Straying further and further from central London as we're on our way to our final destination of Elephant and Castle. But no, of Harrow and Willesden. I can't get those two mixed up. Our next stop is North Wembley. Maybe if you liked every single one of my videos. Speaking of likes, if you're watching this, like this video. Let's see if we can get it, I don't know, above 40 before we end the stream. I doubt we can, but maybe you'll surprise me. If you are watching live, hit the like button. This is North Wembley. So next up we have South Kenton, then Kenton, and then our final destination of Harrow and Willesden. And then Harrow and Willesden siding. I have a good announcer voice, apparently. Why, thank you very much. That comes from an L's free. Means I have a good announcer voice. You can thump on the door all you want. This is South Kenton. Peaceful, tranquil, serene, South Kenton. And this train is ready to depart. Come on guys, we're at 38 likes. I want to see 40 before the stream ends. 2 people need to like this video. I'm going to sit here and be a YouTuber and beg for likes. Like I have no dignity whatsoever. If we can get 2 likes on this video, I will toot the horn when we get to Harrow and Willesden. Or something. Horn, whistle. 16 of you watching now. Only 2 more likes that we need. Haha. 39 likes. We need one more. Just one more person to like the video before we get to our rather arbitrary round number of 40. We are thundering along here as we approach Kenton Station. And hello, NXE C91. You join us at a time where we have 2 more stations before the stream ends, so I apologise for that. The chat is saying 40 likes, my screen says 39, I'll wait for that to update. Again, this absolutely beautiful lighting at Kenton. Wow. Slowing down just to appreciate that. Look how pretty that is. Chat is saying 40, and my weird YouTube studio is claiming 39. Someone disliked. Shame on them. We are now departing Kenton Station on our final stretch to Harrow and Willesden. See if we can get that one more like before the stream ends. To me it says 39 likes. I will actually admit I don't feel bad if we don't. It's not like a massive deal. I am joking. As we fly into Harrow and Willesden. This has actually been a really cool stream. I'm so glad that we've seen so many people from around the world today. Had some very good chats. I'll try and do this again at some point. We'll have to find some different games though. We can't just play Train Simulator World every single time. What's the best graphics quality to put Train Simulator World on? Whatever you can run it at, as high as you can run it while keeping a decent frame rate and no stutters. Have I liked it? No, I don't like my own videos. I like some for the other people to do. We thunder into our terminal station of Harrow and Willesden. Way, we got to 40. There we go. There's our 40 like celebration. Yeah, more streams this sort of time. This is obviously the hotspot hour for live streaming. And that's it. Harrow and Willesden. There's no London Overground option on this train, no, but you can drive the Overground segment as much as you want. We wait for our harbour lights into the siding. Which isn't the main signal, it is the white lights that you will see appear in a second. Looks like there's actually a train in the siding, so I'm guessing we need to wait for that to hurry up and leave. Damn train. So yeah, we're waiting for that service that's probably can't see it on YouTube just because of the compression, but there is a train in the siding right now that needs to hurry up and move. Hurry up and move it. What is it with us and getting delayed by slowpokes, eh? So it'll stand up. Yes, beep, beep, beep. I'll turn our cab light back on. You see it just up ahead? Look, see, we're in Harrow Willesden and there's police sirens already. Curse you. Let's have a little wander around then, I guess. Very pretty. Waiting for this bastard to move here. Get out the way! Get out of the way! Ooh, I think they're moving. Yes, they are. And there's their headlights. A little bit late. Close them. Close them. Close. These solid. Just close them again manually. You're slow, mate. Oh, well, Tom, Harrow Willesden is an outstandingly safe station, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. And there we go, we have our signal. There's a very fast siding reoccupation at Harrow and Willesden tonight. Fantastic! Objective complete. And it took 55 minutes. Our shortest trip, I think, of the night. Maybe. Possibly. 14.76 miles. We walked 48.7 yards. And how on time were we? We were pretty on time right until someone messed us about in the siding. Right. And we can just shut down our train. Take out our control switch. There we go. Turn off the fan. Turn off the lights. Turn off the gauges. Turn off the vents. Turn off the destination light. Turn off the cab light. Headlights can turn off. Stabling lights can stay on, I guess. Bonk. That is us done for the night. So everybody, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have good nights wherever you are in the world, because we had some people from all over the world tonight. Very cool stream. And I will try and do a stream like this again at some point. Maybe not next week, but at some point. I tend to be very sporadic with streaming, but I always put up the notification at least 20 minutes to half an hour before the video goes up. So if you want the best chance of catching a live stream, do hit that notification bell down next to that subscribe button. Hint, 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 hint. And other than that, thank you guys all very much for watching. And I'll catch you guys soon. I've been Taking Trains 101. Have a good night. Bye-bye.